Okay, so it's finally time to talk about different methods of chakra healing and how to do them. Because your chakras are so irrevocably linked to your body and the way it functions, any form of healing will heal your chakras. So whether you go to your medical doctor to help with those migraines or those ulcers, or you go to a herbalist to get some help with the herbs, or you simply lay crystals on your body, these can all heal your chakras. Anything that makes your emotions more positive, and anything that helps heal some of the physical conditions in your body will help heal your chakras, because like I said, they are linked, and they always will be, and they are very, very strongly linked, and that's why we need to care about the chakras in the first place. So I'm just going to give a few examples of some of the things that you can do. One of the most common ways that chakras are healed is using crystals. It's very easy to find the different kinds of crystals that correspond with the chakras, and I'm going to post another link in the description box to my favorite chakra correspondence website, and that's at witchontherocks.com. And you'll find a lot of information about the different kinds of crystals that go with each chakra. And what you can do is take that crystal and the chakra that needs work, or do a chakra for all, a crystal for all your chakras, and just lay it on your body, lay back. You get into a meditative state, and you visualize the stone taking up any unbalanced energy and allowing your chakra to be cleansed and balanced and recharged. Another thing you could do, you could take a quartz crystal, or really any crystal. The thing with clear quartz is that it's a good all-around crystal for any use. So if you were to take a clear quartz crystal, it would be easier to do all the chakras because it corresponds to such a wide range of energies. It's an all-around, all-purpose stone. So you can just have that above your chakra, the chakra points on your body, and again, visualize it taking away any unbalanced energy. And you can do meditations alongside of that, and that's another great way to heal the chakras even without the crystals. You can find chakra meditations all over YouTube, guided meditations. One of my favorites is the one that Charming Pixie Flora did. So you can look up her channel in that video. It's actually on my favorites list because I use it all the time. And it basically involves breathing into each chakra, breathing in fresh, cleansing, balancing energy, and breathing out any unbalanced or any negative energy. And you do this for each chakra until they are all illuminated and all balanced and all cleansed. And you can do the same thing with crystals on your body. It can make it even more effective. Another thing to use is herbs. Herbs have their own chemical properties, which tend to correspond with the energetic or magical properties that the herb has. There are other herbs such as cinnamon, which is an expectorant, and it can be used to invoke a lot of power and success in magic. So you can see how they kind of correspond. If you look at your emotional symptoms and your physical symptoms, you can usually relate them to either the herb that can heal that physical symptom with its chemical properties, or that can heal the emotional symptom with its magical properties. And by corresponding to the herb to that, you can use it to heal the symptoms and therefore heal your chakras. A lot of times, you might find this information that herbs are corresponded to one chakra in particular, or one or two chakras in particular, because their energy is so perfect for that chakra, and so you can use it for them. You can take them as you can drink them, tinctures, teas, brews, infusions, whatever. You can lay them on your body. Well, this is good for skin problems and wounds and things like that, especially. But even just laying them on the chakra point and smelling the herb and looking at it and really absorbing its kind of life force energy, because plants themselves are their own complex organism the same way we are. They have their own vibrating atoms and their own metabolizing cells, and they have their own energy and their own dominant energy frequencies. And if these correspond to the energy of a particular chakra, then they can help heal that chakra. And like I said about smelling them, this is where aromatherapy comes in and can be a great way to heal the chakras. Most of the time you would correspond it to the symptom that you're getting from the unbalanced chakra. But you can find, again, herbs and scents that will correspond to particular chakras and help to heal and balance them. Another thing you can use is essential oils. You can anoint the chakra points, or just anoint your third eye, or just anoint your face or your hands or wherever, or just wear it throughout the day as a perfume. By smelling that smell, it's, again, aromatherapy. And it does have its own chemical and energetic properties, so by putting it on the particular chakra point, you're sort of absorbing that energy, or at least your energy field is working with the energy of the essential oil or the herb in the essential oil. And essential oils, the pure kind, are better for this than the scented oils. If you're using, olive oil or whatever base oil that's been scented with the particular herb, it's more of a aromatherapy effect. But if you're using the actual essential oil, that can also have the effect of sort of mingling with your energy field. Another great method is color therapy. And a lot of times, if you're experiencing being drawn toward a certain color as a manifestation of your unbalanced chakra, a lot of times, look at the food that you're eating, the things that you're buying in the store, the clothes that you're wearing. If you're really drawn to wearing or using or eating a certain color, it could be because one of your chakras is imbalanced, and that having that color will help to balance it. And color therapy basically works. You get a piece of fabric, can be big, can be small, do whatever you want, whatever size. You can lay it over your whole body if it's big enough, or just over the chakra point that needs to be balanced. You could use small pieces of fabric for all the chakras if you just want a general balancing, and put each color on each chakra. And again, allow yourself to get into a meditative state of mind and just be with the color. Look at the color, take it in with your eyes and allow the frequency of the color. Colors we see because certain wavelengths of light are being reflected off the object or transmitted through the object. So what you want to do is allow your energy field to take up the frequencies that are being reflected or transmitted off the object. Again, Charming Pixie Flora is a great channel, and she has a brand new video about color therapy. It's a lot more in depth than what I'm talking about now, and I would highly recommend you watch it if you're interested in healing your chakras through color therapy. Let's see, what else can you do? Another great way to heal the chakras is through sound. There is a CD, and I will see if I can find a link and the name of that CD. I can't remember what it's called, but there is a track for each chakra and one track for all the chakras. And basically, by listening to the different styles of tracks, you can help heal your chakras. And you can do a little searching on your own to figure out what sort of instruments and what sort of sound you correspond with each chakra. An example might be if you really need to balance the root chakra and get in tune with that grounding energy, you could play drums. If you want to get in touch with your throat chakra, you could use a singing, something where somebody's singing, because it's the chakra of communication. Let's see. And it all depends on what you personally align to that chakra. So for me, I would think that for my solar plexus, I might use brass instruments. Not only because of the color, but because of the very bold, clear sound that they have. The solar plexus is the chakra of your personal power, and brass instruments would go along great with that. So those are just a few examples of things you can listen to help align with that chakra. Even animal sounds can work. If you correspond bird calls with this idea of communication, that could be a good thing to listen to for your throat chakra. For your heart chakra, you might want to listen to waves and crashing waves, and you can get these sound effects online and on various CDs and things. I have a digital clock with an alarm, and you can set the alarm to an ocean or to wind or to a brook and different things like that, and I actually really like it. But that is one way to heal the chakras. And like I said, you can use any sense or any of the five senses to heal your chakra. So even touching things could help. One good example is for your sacral chakra. That's the chakra of sexuality, and by using lots of like soft, furry textures, you can help balance that chakra, help stimulate it a little bit. Or anything that is arousing to you would go with that chakra. And we move on to symbolism. Symbolism is a great way to balance the chakras. Now, if you go to that link at the Witch on the Rocks website for the chakra correspondences, you'll see animal correspondences as well, and pictures of the different animals that might align with the chakra you need help balancing will remind you of a certain type of energy. And because your thoughts are energy themselves from the connections in your brain, you can heal your chakras that way. And you can use a variety of symbols, and this is where color, not only the frequency of the color, but the symbol of the color. Animals is a great way to do that. The symbol of the crystal, not just its color and its frequency. And anything, basically anything that you correspond with that chakra. For example, the crown chakra is said to be the one where the divine can reach you. The divine energy comes down through your crown chakra. So, to stimulate your crown chakra, you might use the symbol of your goddess and god, and maybe they're dressed in white, the color of the crown chakra. Let's see. If you want to enhance the root chakra and you associate that with grounding energy, you might use plants or rocks as symbols of the root chakra. And there's a whole bunch of examples, and you could just think of different ways. The third eye, for example, you might think, well, if I saw a deck of tarot cards, it reminds me of the third eye. You could use that as your symbol, etc., etc., etc. I don't want to go into too much of a tangent there. So we've got symbolism, we've got the five senses, a whole bunch of other methods, and I hope it's been a good jumping off point for you. Lots of different methods, and like I said, any method, any form of healing whatsoever will help heal your chakras. So you can look at not just the chakra imbalance, but also the symptoms you're having, and by healing the symptoms, you help bring your chakras into balance. And then afterwards you can say, okay, has my chakra become more balanced because of the healing I've already taken part in? Oh, and I just thought of back to that, what I was saying about sound, healing your chakras. If you use tuning forks or singing bowls, that's another great way to use sound. And, you know, obviously other instruments as well. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. For the color therapy, you could wear that color throughout the week or throughout the day. I know I did that recently. I had a crown chakra imbalance, and it was making me tired all the time, and I had a couple other symptoms as well. And so what I did was I dressed in all white for the entire day, and I ate a lot of white food. And I was carrying around a quartz crystal to go with the crown chakra. And eventually I felt a little bit more energetic, and I went back and I looked at the correspondence and said, okay, have some of my symptoms been taken away? And they had. It worked. So you just have to find out what method works for you and with your lifestyle, and I hope this was helpful to you. Blessed be.